Welcome back. Hopefully that solves the issue. We're now at 720p, so the quality will be slightly diminished, but hopefully that solves Choco's mic problem. I'm not hearing it myself personally, but see what happens with that. So we should be ready to go racing once again. 40 leading the way at a Massa. And Massa will be looking to retake as the safety car is in this lap. Right, so if you start talking a little bit, Checo, see if that solves it.
Hello, I am RS Checo. Checo time.
Right, so just need to make the momentum got underway. So let's see if 40 is not giving that safety car any gap at all. This is going to be, this is not going to be nice. Bunching up the field. 40 has not done that very well at all. Yeah, Massa's all over him. Yeah, Massa's going to take the lead.
What's happened there?
They're all slowing down. What?
Oh, look at that! There's a massive incident for Norris.
Oh, Norris fans out.
I don't know what happened there. They like hit the back of someone.
Yeah, I did think the whole pack was being bunched up by 40, who did not do that restart any favours. As yeah, they're all bunched up there. There's a Renault right up at the inside of the AlphaTauri. And Fishsticks is getting his way. Nice Porter. Porter trying to get his way past Fishsticks. They're going to go side by side again. Don't do this. Ah. Back out. Good. And now we've got the race point of Primus is up to 6. As Porter's having a look. Oh, there's the Williams.
Oh, it's getting very close here.
Goodness me. Really fishtailing. Give me a good camera angles, please. Porter's all over the place. He's trying to get those tyres warmed up. Obviously, everyone's tyres are absolutely freezing. And look at the pack behind. As Primus is trying to have a look up the inside.
You don't want to overestimate your traction, or that can result in serious consequences.
Yeah, my interval's mucked up at the moment.
Yeah.
But wait until they cross the line. So I have no intervals. I've just got green and red arrows. Hey ho.
Same.
But the front three by the looks of it, 40, Massa and Prost have gapped Fishsticks. In fact, Massa has got overtaken. He's looking to fly past the Mercedes. Give me a good camera angle, please. Here we go. Up on the inside. Nicely done.
On the outside. On the outside.
Is 40 going to retaliate? He's using a lot of overtake. It's almost like I think maybe 40 might have that problem where it gets stuck sometimes. It's a rare problem, but happens. And if so, that's very unfortunate. Massa's taking the lead ahead of Prost. They've gapped Fishsticks, Checo. As the yellow flag. Renault. McCracken.
Oh, it's McCracken.
McCracken's out. Safety car. Number 2.
Safety car.
The safety car trend continues.
Did he spin up at turn 4? Did he just...
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
No idea what happened to Norris fan, but that is really such a shame for him. But yeah, that safety car restart, 40 just didn't give the safety car any room at all. He just went with it. And that was the issue, because he had to slow down, and that bunched up the pack, and that was obviously going to cause problems. But I guess if you're not used to the safety car, then easy mistake to make though, Checo, but...
Yeah. I think it was Australia was my first time leading after a safety car, so... I kind of had to ask.
And I won't repeat what happened.
Yeah, safety... Australia for me was quite...
Oh, Massa's in. Massa's in.
To the pits.
As is 40. Hard tyres then, to the end.
Yeah, it's plausible.
Yeah, so Prost. God, this running order is going to change all over the place. Because those that pitted under the first safety car are going to make massive gains on those that didn't and are now pitting. Yeah, so those that have stopped. Yeah, Lincoln and Charismic, who are now 3rd and 4th, are effectively in the net lead, Checker, because they've already stopped. They've only been on those hards 3 laps. They now lead this race.
This is going to benefit them as well.
Fording interestingly onto medium. Fording onto medium tyres though, Jacko. Those won't
I think
last.
he disconnected there. He's just joined back. So.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was his AI. Uh-oh.
Again, I didn't see him leave. I'm not getting these notifications up.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. It just came up and said 4D joined.
Apparently the mic thing is better now, so 720p it is. Yeah, that's the thing with these safety cars, Checker. The race keeps changing on its head. So Prost now leads this after making that decision not to pit, because there was every reason that he pitted along with Fordy and Massa, but decides not to. Goes different. So what we're thinking from here. So what he's obviously thinking is, if I can get a clean run off this safety car, get a gap to those on hards, because the thing is with those on hards, they're in traffic now. And that's the danger. They're now in traffic, they've got to move themselves through people on the similar strategy, on the same strategy. So for Prost, he want to get the gap, then go on the hards. His hard tyres will be way, way better by the time he catches those that have already pitted. Because that's the thing, those that are now pitted on really fresh hards, likes of Massa, Fishsticks, Porter, Primus, etc., they can make it, but it'll be very, very tricky those last probably 5 laps, Checker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's about 20 laps.
I pitied what was lap 12, so it'll be interesting to see how the tyre dog works.
By the way, I discovered something. Whenever a safety car comes out, that messes up the timings. So yay.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
But gonna work with it. All chaotics. That was very close to Prost.
Was it chaotic?
Oh, he's a lucky boy. Yeah, he was. He was so close to Prost's back tyre as they turned into turn 7. Had to slam on the brakes, and Lincoln and Charisma behind just avoided him. Problem with this safety car, you've got no brake lights, so you've got to be aware of those in front of you. Right. Those on hards. The interesting one is Skyline Checo. 7 laps already on those hard tyres. That could be very difficult to the end. He may have to pit again. In fact, I would be very surprised if he doesn't.
Yep. He's either going to do some amazing tyre saving, or he's going to have to stop again, and that's not very good.
Oh, safety car in this lap, and Prost takes it very early. Car. Prost taking it very early to wait up the packs. So the thing is with this, when you do a safety car restart, you have to wait until that safety car goes into the pits properly. It's got to be well out of the way, because what this game does, unfortunately and annoyingly, is it slows you down. So Prost can do whatever he likes under the pace, so Chaotic's got to be ready for when he goes, which is now. Away he goes, and that's perfectly done. Yep.
Ooh,
but Unicorn has... Yeah, Unicorn has hit button, I'm afraid. As Charismic is going to be all over Unicorn into turn 1. Can he get the move done on the brakes? Oh, slight wheel banging. Unicorn is still there. Charismic is in the room.
Lincoln.
Oh, no contact.
Oh,
is round.
And Lincoln is out.
On the spot. That's the problem with turn 1 and 2. If you stick your nose in through turn 2, that's always going to happen on the apex. Lincoln's out in the Red Bull. I'm going to get another safety car. I don't think so. I don't think they called it straight away. But unfortunate for the Red Bull there, Checo just, again, stuck his nose in where it was always going to close.
Yep. It's looking very good for Charismic and Chaotic right now.
Yeah, very nicely done. Is that old Manzi on the back of Eagle? It is. Here we've got Fordy as well. who's all over the back of Massa, and what 40 needs to do, because he's on the mediums, he has to overtake Massa now. He's chosen this strategy, but he's now got to overtake this tracing point, and he should be able to with the grip.
Really fast here. Because he'll definitely be going for the 2-stop.
Right, on to lap number 10. Yeah, Porter's all over the back of Fish Sticks. Right on board for the Williams Porter, who is third in the queue currently behind Fish Sticks and Massa, of those that can, well, more easily go through to the end on hards.
Unicorn's
Yellow
out.
Flag suits it. He's retired in the pits. Yeah, Unicorn and the AlphaTauris called it a day, so the Tauris are down to one driver. But they're yet to score a point.
Their one driver is looking very strong though.
Yeah,
On a good strategy. Well, he's on the mediums, so that'll be interesting, obviously. 2-stop.
Under pressure though. Under pressure though from Charismic. Let's look back from Chaotic Atomics, even a little bit. Wants the Skyline there, who's keeping up with these. There you got Eagle just behind, but Charismic is looking all over the back of Chaotic Atomics, and all this is doing, Checo, is giving Prost the gap that he wants.
Yeah. This is perfect for Prost. Just cruising away.
Chaotic is very heavily defending as Charismic got slightly caught out by the Alpha's brake, and this is going to give Monster Skyline behind a big opportunity. All this train of cars, this could be double move, but look at Charismic straight line speed in the Haas.
Front line speed!
Must be using overtake.
Yeah, yes.
Skyline wasn't, but Skyline look at, oh, bit of a late lunge into the braking zone.
We've got DRS now. DRS is on for Charismic. And Skyline.
Porter and Primus behind are looking close. We've got 40 actually, 40 up at the inside of Massa, slight slide, and I don't think he's going to get the move done. No! This is so frustrating. He's got better tyres, but he can't find a way by.
Kazzy's trying to find a way by in Primus.
Look at Prost. It's 3.5 seconds and it's rowing as Christmas trying to go right on the outside. That's never going to work.
Oh, Chaotic locks up.
Oh, switchback.
Yep.
Lovely switchback move.
It's so easy to lock up at turn 10. I just don't think he's got the hang of it there.
So Charismic has got by, but look, Prost is 4 seconds away. This is exactly what Prost needs to do. Chaotix seems to be struggling here with the pace. He's got train and cars behind,
I think he's just
all the
being
way
caught
back
out by turn 10. Really?
all the way back to 40 and 8.
Choo-choo train.
Eagle 40 again, looking on the back of Massa. That's
there goes
a massive lunge.
Cheeky
Still
corner
can't
cut.
get it done.
Oh, Porter gets another penalty. Oh, Eagle making the move in Skyline.
Atomics. Just looking at Chrismic as well.
Yep.
This train of cars are all bunching up. Eagle in the back of Skyline go for the lunge up to turn 4. Skyline giving him the room. Don't go side by side again through here, please. It's all good. Backs out. So, yeah, this train of cars. Oh, Skyline! No, he's lost
Skyline!
it. No. On the throttle, too eager. He's going to drop.
His front
To the back of it,
he's
still moving forward.
Huh.
That could be an issue with his equipment, maybe. It looks like he was stuck in throttle. That's really unfortunate. Just dropped into the back, but amazing he got no damage, even though he headbutted the wall. Right.
I'm just checking
So
some
Prost.
penalties now.
Yeah, Prost near the 5-second gap. He is checked out, but it's exactly what he needs to do because he will need to pit. So will Atomics. Atomics is still in this train. Got Massa. Look at Eagle flying up. Eagle flying. Yay. Up on the inside of old Manzi.
Mexican bird.
Yeah, old Manzi. Oh, gonna be on the side. No!
Oh, it's
Massa. At the back of
Massa.
him and he's round. Oh no! The pace setter, the early pace setter in qualifying, and he drops it. That was so unfortunate. And that's what could happen in a train of cars there, Checo. Someone makes a mistake in front of you and just got caught out.
Yep.
Right, so who now is in the net lead is actually Fistix and Porter and Primus, really. All those that don't need to pit for certain.
Cosmic, well, he needs to pit.
Ooh, 9 laps already. So by the end, he would have been done 25 laps.
Ooh.
They will be shot by the end. Prost has made a slight mistake, I think, because his gap's gone down to under 4 seconds. Either that or Charismic is trying to catch him up and push. Prost is in. Prost is in the pits, as is Atomic. So 13 laps. Yeah, that's about right on mediums. So Charismic now takes the lead. So this is now a question of Prost. He's going to have no problems with tyre life at all. He's got 15 laps to do on those hards, which are easily done. But he's come up behind Massa and he's got 11 seconds to catch this train of cars, which includes the last point with Button in P10.
Still got Pips, 40, maybe Manzi and Eagle. They'll definitely have to make another stop.
The real question is Charismic, whether he needs to pit again. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking those in the best position are these guys. This train of cars that has Fish Sticks, Porter, Primus and Kazi in it.
Yep, they're looking very good.
Oh, Porter very wide. Williams under pressure from Primus. In fact, Primus might have a run on him. Out this final corner if he gets a good... Oh, Porter horrible on that curve. This is a big chance for Primus, but he's not using his overtake. Now he is.
Using his overtake. Front line speed.
Oh, look at the... Goodness me.
Look at the difference in front line speed there.
I don't think Porter was using overtake, but Primus moves by into 5th place and net
second.
Uneasy.
Porter was a bit uneasy on
meantime.
Eagle in the pits. Eagle out the pits.
Kazi inside of Porter. Oh, slight contact. Slight wheel rubbing. Porter just holds him off. But Kazi trying to make some moves as well. Jeez. Race is very intriguing, Checo. Hard to say really who's in a good position right now.
It's hard to say.
I mean, yeah, these guys from like Fish Sticks downwards, but they're all really close to one another.
Yep. Primus has done wonders, really.
Meanwhile, Prost is another one, because Prost has got by Massa and he's already cut the gap to Button to 9 seconds. That was 11 seconds a couple of laps ago. So he could start reeling this train in, which is still very close. I wouldn't count him out of it. Look how fast he's going.
Definitely good.
Fish Sticks, 40. He's going to run on 40. Oh, that's a big, massive lunge from Fish Sticks. Goodness me.
Oh.
Oh, 40 gave him the room. side by side for turn 2. Fastest out from Prost. That shows you how quick he's going. As Fishsticks makes the move on 40. Yeah, keep an eye on that gap as Dips and Kazi. Kazi's dropped off the back of Porter, and Dips is taking, capitalising on that. So Dips is through into 7th. Yeah, keep an eye on that gap between Prost and Button, Checo, because look, it's dropping every time I look at it.
Yep, it's
flying.
8 seconds now.
He's absolutely flying. Right, I'm gonna check the lap. I'm gonna check the lap that Button does as he crosses the line, and then I'll check Prost. Oh, as 40 nearly hits the back of Fishstick, sorry. Nearly got caught out. These mediums are starting to drop. I think Manzi will be in the pit soon. This lap or next. Yeah, 12 lap mediums.
Look at that, 6 tenths in like a sector or so. Prost is
Yeah, keeping it.
speedy boy.
Set the fastest lap in the last lap. Absolutely fine. Manzi decided not to pit, so Button sets a 32.4. Prost sets a 30.8.
Oof.
Goodness me, that's what fresh tyres does.
Now, Kazi really likes the higher gears in this, doesn't he? He's 5th gear through the exit of turn 2.
It'd be no traction thing. That's what you do in the higher gears. The Grismic still leads. There's still always Fishsticks runs heavy into the hairpin. Grismic leads. Manzi in second, but Manzi definitely has to pit. Because his mediums will be running to the end of his life. End of the life, anyway. 40, I would say, as well. So Fishsticks currently 3rd. Primus 5th, and Porter. Dips, I think, needs to pit as well. And then you've got Kazi, Button, Prost in 10th, absolutely flying. Masses in 11th outside the points. Then Chaotic in 12th, Eagle, and then Skyline. But 14 still running.
Yep.
Forward 40's not letting Fishsticks go. You can see having trouble. Old Manzi surely in. Yep. Manzi in the Renault pits. Where's Old Manzi going to drop out behind? Maybe behind Massa? Maybe behind Atomics, actually. Oh, there's Button on the inside of Kazi. For 7th, runs him all the way to the apex. Kazi still sticking his nose in. Oh, that was close. Kazi back up on the inside. Good turn 4. They're battling over this. Kazi gets the move back. Needs to be a bit jumpy every now and again, but okay.
It's got a little sound glitch for me.
Yeah, Kazi retains 7th. Right on board a Button, see how it looks. It's jumping every now and again, but it's not diabolical. It's not as bad as I've seen it before. Nice, back on board as Button again, trying to make his way past Kazi, but not doing so. Right, so Ross has now cut the gap to 4 seconds. Although, as Hippo Man has just put in the chat, that is a good point. It's because Button and Kazi are fighting tooth and nail. As there's yellow flag, Chaotic is... Oh, he's had enough. Oh, he's got front wing damage.
Oh, he's had quite a chaotic day, hasn't he?
Haha, see what you did there.
Ah, yeah.
What it does mean is the AlphaTauri's non-point scoring in Tier 4 continues, unfortunately, unless something dramatic happens. As Kazi and Button still going tooth and nail. Kazi ran the outside of turn 2. These guys can't get enough of each other, but as you can see, there's the Alfa Romeo Prost, who's bringing Massa along with him in some way. So, 40 I reckon 40 will probably go to softs at the end. What do you reckon?
He could go for softs or mediums really. Depends, because if he does go for the medium, if he goes for the softs, he's gonna need to push out this medium stint a bit longer. So.
Couple laps. He's definitely not letting Fristix go. He's giving Fristix a really good hassle.
He could be fighting for position here.
He definitely has to. He definitely can. 40 definitely cannot last it. Charismatic maybe, but definitely. And Button's still behind Kazi. They're locked together, these two. But you can see that Alfa Romeo is getting very close. 1.6 now. But the gap ahead of them is 5 seconds. They've dropped way off where Porter is. Let's see. Not using overtake. Not using overtake because he's got less than 10% really. As he's slightly squirming on the brakes. Yeah, Massa's still there in P9. Not out of points.
Yep. Well, there goes Skyline with another penalty.
Which I have to say, if Massa gets points after he was almost into the wall at turn 2, after that safety car.
No, not quite.
Because he spun after the safety car, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so to recover the points, that would be a decent recovery. 40 and Fishstick still battling. And now, because Button and Kazi have fought over 6th place so heavily, Prost is now with them. So this is all for 6th. 6 seconds up the road now as Porter. They've really dropped away. They have not cared about the guys in front. They're like fighting over this position. Been good battles so far though.
Yep. Big battle here for 6.
Oh, but look at Prost's eyeing these two up. As Button is now probably noticed the Alfa Romeo. Stuck it in overtake. He's got barely any to use.
None of them have any penalties in that little group of 3.
No. Kazi, Button trying to go right round the outside. Might actually make it. He does. Robot and Prost is still side by side. Prost is looking at a double move. Here potentially, yeah. In the slipstream of Kazi. Go 3 wide. 3 wide between. Oh!
Well, contact.
Slightly sliding. They just about make it, but can Prost make it a double move? He's side by side through turn 6 and 7. This is all Button and Prost. Oh, still side by side. Prost
is
still
he
on the
gonna
inside
go
for
for
the
it in the
hairpin.
hairpin? Hairpin time.
And Button just holds him off.
Oof. My God. And now Massa's in the mix as well.
Yeah. This is a really keen battle here.
This is spicy.
As Button did not get a great exit onto that out of that corner, and Prost is coasted by. This battle still goes on.
Porter, he'll have penalties, won't he? Yes, penalties. 1, 2 penalties at the moment. So.
As 40's now really struggling with those mediums. Yeah, 40's in. Primus had
in
him.
the pits.
I said Porter. So 40, it's got to be soft tyres. 7 laps, easy.
So, Charismatic, is he going to try and take those hearts?
Massa's in as well. What happened to Massa?
So why Massa going in?
Damage or? No, soft tyres.
Oh,
He wanted to go soft tyres as well. Fair enough. He could have got 9th, I would have said. Bod is asking for pens, so shall we take the pen situation?
Yeah.
Please.
I know Porter's got 2 pens. Charismatic has 1. No, Charismatic has 6 seconds.
Oh,
Fish Sticks
6.
0 pens.
Oh, Primus has gone wide. Sorry. Carry on.
Porter 6 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Primus no penalties or warnings. Prost only has 1 warning.
Oh.
Button 2 warnings. Kazi 1 warning. Eagle 1 warning. Old Man's 8 2 warnings. 4D has no warnings, very clean. Dips has 2 warnings. Massa 2 warnings. Skyline has 3 seconds. Chaotix has a penalty, 3 seconds. And that's
Right. So your Charismic was 6 and Porter was 6, you say? And the
Yeah.
rest of the top 10 have got nothing?
Yep.
Wow.
So
Wow, so that would drop Charismic behind Fish Sticks
and
Primus.
oh yeah, Primus yeah.
No, because Porter would drop as well. Porter was dropped as well because he's got 6 as well. Or 6 seconds.
So
Fish Sticks is in the net lead. Primus. Primus. Try not to sound too surprised, but Primus, after starting 18th,
yeah, 18.
is on for 2nd. He had an absolute disaster in qualifying because he kept on spinning it at Bossman Curve, could not get that turn right. He's more than likely changed something to the setup. More than likely. But yeah, what an amazing recovery.
He's
If
a
he
bit
can hold on.
slidey through there. Almost commentator's curse.
He's obviously still sliding. So we'll just hold out for a second, still 6 laps. So Porter 6 seconds. That would currently drop him behind Prost because Prost is 5 seconds and catching behind. So Prost is not out of 4th place. At least.
Third
I mean,
place
if he
it
carries on
could
this
be.
pace, he might catch them all. Yeah. And then you even got 40 on softs. Don't count 40 out of good solid points here as well, because he's behind old Manzi here.
Fastest
After
lap
setting
there.
the fastest lap. Yeah, old Manzi's all over the back of Eagle.
Massa might get that. Yep, Massa gets it.
Manzi's all over the back of Eagle. In fact, Manzi's got a good run on Eagle.
Zimmerline speed.
PRS. Zimmerline speed. Up to turn 4. All not firmly alongside. Right on board with 40s. They're going to go side by side again through 6 and 7. Stop it. Oh, they're slowing each other over. 40! 40 going 3-1 into the hairpin. He's got those soft tyres. He's got to use them. He's got past old Manzi.
Is he going to
Now
get
he's on the
past
back of
Eagle?
Eagle. Surely look at the grip he's going to have. This is on 8-lap-old hards against 1-lap softs. Goodness me. Here he goes. Up on the inside and takes Eagle. And now we've got Kazi and Kazi first and then Button on 16-lap hards. Yeah, he's flying up the grid. 8th currently. Let's see what he can work with it.
Kazi's got the stupid engine driving glitch for me.
One thing I'll also... Oh, it's brought a very sideways. Primus is all over him, put him under pressure. One thing also, Checo, Charismic is definitely staying out, because 4 laps to go. He's done 21 laps on those hard tyres, he's still going on. But this is where you get puncture territory.
Tyres are on. Yeah. I've had a few punctures
those
before,
tyres.
it's not good. Like I had one
Oh,
in Mexico on...
Right on boards, with TV pod on Charismic and look back. Look at those rear tyres.
Does not look good.
That does not look good at all. We'll keep an eye on it, because we're on puncture territory with Charismic.
Yep, I had one in Singapore last season.
Oh, I missed 40 fly past Kazi. That must have been really easy. Kazi's really struggling. As you got Manzi and then Eagle. As he goes wide. As he through into 8th. Yeah, 40's flying. 40's going to catch Button. Most definitely.
40 miles per hour.
Full Massa time penalty. Massa's just going hell for level on softs. I don't think he really minds about this race. As yeah, Kazi's in. He's done. He thinks I'm done with those tyres, and he's only gone 17 laps. Fortunate for Kazi, just up there in the points.
Pit stop.
Prost is well within the distance to Porter. He might,
Skyline
by the end of the race, Prost might be within 6 seconds of Charismic. Because obviously Charismic's going to really struggle these last few laps. So a podium is not out of the question. 8.3, although it's kind of stabilizing, so we'll see how the tyres go. As again, Primus is still not comfortable with that curve, is he?
Yep.
Fishsticks is catching. Saved a lot of VRS Fishsticks. He's pushing. Chris has got barely anything, and again, even from this angle, those tyres look awful. Jeez. He's struggling the rear end as well. As Button and 40, yeah, 40's caught Button and is looking right around the outside. Yeah, he's flying on those softs. So 6th place. Probably too much of a gap to pat. Probably too much of a gap to catch Prost ahead. In fact, Prost is going at such a pace, he's actually caught Primus and Porter. 7.2. Yeah, he's on for a podium, Prost. Keeps this pace up.
Let's see who's got the most position control, actually. Oh, it's definitely Primus, yep.
Definitely Primus, yeah.
14
This is for a podium.
Positions.
No, this is actually, this could be for 2nd. My thought could be, let's check the leader. Yeah, Primus is close to, yeah, Charismic is struggling. There's everybody behind. As Atomics is out. Just before the hairpin. There he is. Oh, that's one of the McLarens. One of the McLarens dropped in F2. Just before the hairpin. As Prost is now all over the back. This is for 2nd, I feel. Because they'll pass Porter, definitely. They are 6.1, now 6 seconds behind Charismic. So they'll overtake Charismic on penalties. So this is for 2nd and 3rd. And Primus got a big slide. Oh no! Contact! Prost is round!
Oh, Prost. No.
Oh, that's
unfortunate.
I don't think that was on, really. Primus had a big slide, but I don't think Prost was fully alongside there. That's just my view. But I think that's cost him. That's cost him a potential podium, potentially. Say the word potential over and over.
A potential podium, potentially.
Yep. That's a debatable one, but that's just my view. But as Christmas actually extended the gap to Fishsticks. Fishsticks maybe not pushing the tyres, because his tyres probably not at best either. As we're now on to the final lap of this race. Can Charismic's tyres hold on for just one more lap? Well, you can see how much he's feathering the front through 2 and 3. As it currently stands, as we go to the leader, Primus is actually not within 6 seconds anymore because of that battle that he had with Prost. That's gonna, I think, if as long as Christmas tyres hold on, Fishtick's got the win anyway. And I think Primus will get a podium. I think he'll get third, but I think he'll miss out on second. I think Christmas may hold on to second place.
Those tyres, he doesn't. Had a puncture last lap Singapore last season.
God, last corner.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was almost last corner. Yeah. So
I think they're going to hold on.
Won't.
Commentators goes, Porter, no!
Porter!
Porter's drops it.
Oh, has he done the boss man?
And look at Fordy. Where's Fordy come from?
Fordy!
He's flown up. Oh, Porter's dropped at the last lap. Charisma takes the win initially, but it's going to drop to Fishsticks, who takes the win. Is Fordy going to grab podium away for Primus? No. Primus holds on to third. 45th. No, Prost up to 4th because he had no penalties, obviously. 45th, Button 6th, Eagle 7th, Massa dips, Manzi, and Kazi Babe is going to be the last. Well, no, Monster Sky is going to be the last one on 12th place, but drama for Porter on the very last lap, 2 corners away from. I think that maybe he would have been 4th or 5th. But Fordy caught up to Primus. Obviously, Fordy's on no softs compared to Primus, who was on struggling hards. But, geez, nearly nicked the podium away. Driver of the day, Primus. And for me, I would totally agree with that. What a race, Jacko. All over the place. But in the end, Red Bull driver Fishsticks managed it perfectly, didn't he? No? Jacko, you there?
Yeah.
Oh. You didn't reply. All good. Yeah, Fishsticks controlled it pretty nicely after the safety car was on the right strategy. Managed to keep the gap to those in front of him. And, yeah, done it perfectly, didn't he?
Yep, that was quite a good drive from Fishsticks.
Yeah, so there are your finishes. Just scroll all the way down. Because that's what I have to do. Fishsticks takes the win in the Red Bull with iCharismic in the Haas. Those tyres must have been absolutely shot. Apparently Fishsticks, his rear left was at 79%, so God only knows what Christmas was. Primus though, what a drive from 18th to 3rd. He'll be very, very happy with that. Prost in P4 had the pace. Had the pace really. I think he'd still be happy with 4th place though, all things considered. 40 in 5th. Flying on those softs towards the end with Button, Eagle, Massa in 8th, Dips 9th, Old Mandy 10th, Kazi and Monster Skyline the rest of the finishers. So 2 safety cars, several pit strategies, incidents are plenty, nothing, I don't think malicious, I think racing just got in the way of most of them, Checo, but overall pretty good.
Yeah, but it was an exciting race really. There was action around.
Alright, should we get those 3 into the party? Words of them? Primus. Fishsticks. And iCharismic. Intro. Winning driver was the Red Bull. Right, tick the box if you haven't already, guys. We can hear your thoughts after that interesting race. Quite similar to Australia in some ways. Less chaotic, I think. But yeah, definitely very intriguing. What do I think? So, I'll do third, you do second, and I'll do the winner.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so P3, Primus Gaming. Now, no offense, after that qualifying, I know anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. That great saying. But after that qualifying, I think, well, I don't know what you were thinking, but I thought, well, if you can get points from 18th, I think it was, would have been a good job. But here you stand on the podium, P3. You've got to be very happy with that. Nearly lost it at the end. That Mercedes was just flying up behind you. But P3, you've got to be very chuffed with that, considering.
Oh yeah, I'm lost for words in that race. That was mental. Qualifying was god awful, and I couldn't nail the third sector. And you can hear that I was fucking sorry language there. I was giving that my all. I legitimately was giving like 150% in that push. I knew being last, I had to do a lot of work to consider even scoring points. But at the start, I got a really good run, like just from getting from turn 1 to turn 4, I managed to accrue up to P11.
Yeah, it was a good start.
Yeah, I had a really good launch. And then the first safety car came out, and I was just like, do I go on to the hards now? And shout out to Shane, Rhombus, and McCracken as well, because he stayed for a little bit after his crash. They engineered me, and I have to give them guys big respect because they were feeding me the information I needed and strategy calls. Anyway, so I held off until the second safety car to put on those hard tyres. And from there, it was a war of attrition, really, of those tyres, because I was battling Porter the entire way. And then my batteries died, and I have rechargeable batteries, so when they start saying they're low, they die fast. So I had to do like a pit stop with my brother-in-law to quickly put batteries in. But unfortunately, the moment I took control of my car, I was on the hairpin, and that's when Porter had me. Anyway, so I pushed on, and I struggled. Porter's given me the dirty air. Out of those 6 seconds time penalties, we really did bite him in the back in the end. But then I come to the last lap. I was on 95. No, I think it was 91% wear on my rear left. It was really really bad, and I saw Fordy was gaining on me quickly, and I was just like, right, I don't care. I'm pushing these tyres to the end because he was gaining rapidly, and I'm glad they held out that long. But then when I saw Porter crash, as much as I really felt bad of him because I loved every moment of our battle, it secured me P3 for the moment until Fordy just bearing down on me like I've never seen my back go black before. But yeah, that was a first. But I have to give this P3, this podium, I have to dedicate this one to Craig Senna's granddad. I have to dedicate it to his granddad. I made a new helmet specifically for Craig, and I told Craig I'll do everything I can, and to get this podium, it's done me good, and I think even though Craig didn't finish, it's a good little tip off to Craig.
Yeah, most definitely. Thoughts. Everyone in RSF1, thoughts to him and his family and everything. But yeah, well done, P3. You've done that drive, which I think I'm used to seeing on occasion, qualifying and then race.
I don't even know where the hell that came from myself, mate. Like you're just as confused as I am. Like, I don't even know where the hell that came from.
Yeah, but well done. Congrats on your P3, and yeah, good luck in next week.
Thank you.
Right, moving on. P2, Checo, take it away.
Right, so Charismatic, obviously, P2. Those tyres, they weren't looking very good for you, so can you describe how they felt really on those few laps, please?
Yeah, they were fucked, I'm not gonna lie. By the end of the race, I think I was like 95% wear on my rears, something like that. I'm about
Oh, 95.
lap 12 onwards. I was just nursing tyres the whole way through it because I knew I wasn't going to stop again. So I was just trying to look after them as early as possible.
Well, so, how did you find yourself in that position to get up to P1, potential P1, if you didn't have pens, obviously?
So I got some damage early on, so I had to pit fairly early for the hards, and I just didn't want to get stuck in traffic again. So once everybody else pitted for their usual stops, I thought, I've got to stay out now. So luckily I did first.
Okay, right. Can't really think that's all really. We'll move on to the winner, Fish Sticks, Brundle.
Thank you very much. Yeah, 95% charismatic, really.
Like the last 2 laps, I didn't look because I was too scared, but they were early 90s before the last 2 laps. So
Jeez.
yeah.
I'm surprised your tyres didn't explode. Shane and everyone else were saying, like,
They're
just
awful.
keep pushing at Porter. You could be looking at second if Charismic's tyres explode.
I was short shifting, lifting, everything I could. Lucky I did.
Maybe that's what it is, if you know the techniques to keep them going. Yeah, well, definite good response from last week, because you got, I think it was 10th last week, wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
obviously much better this week, so you can push on. Your season has technically started now, basically, from Australia.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, good points for yourself and the Haas team. Yes, let's move on to our victor in the Red Bull Fistics. Hey, congrats to you, Fistics. Very good, very nicely controlled, because you were, I think you were second in the queue behind Massa on the freshest hard tyres, which sounds confusing, but that's basically the way the race panned out after the second.
Yeah, it was definitely confusing after that, because you had the first lot of pits, and it was like, I was helped by my teammates keeping track of everything, because I was just zoned for most of it.
Just drive, just carry on and drive. You're fine.
Especially at the end when I found out Chris Mick had the 6 seconds. I was like, okay, no ERS, no rich, just avoid curbs and just not spin. That was it.
Yeah, yeah, very good, very good, very well controlled, very consistent in the pace by the looks of it. Didn't really see you in terms of battling, so must have been a relatively quiet race to drove your strategy. And yeah, and obviously following on from the 6 points you got in Australia, 25 here. Yeah, you're right in the, well, very early days, of course, but very early championship hunt. But next week, Vietnam, that could be an interesting one, because it's like Marmite. Some people love it, some people hate it. What are your thoughts? First new track. I feel everybody's still relatively fresh and new towards it, so
yeah, I'd say I'm still kind of learning it. I'm just doing laps just to get used to it. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I've probably still got time on the table through just learning it. That's basically it. It's just learning it and hoping that, because it's a street circuit as well. It's just trying to avoid those walls, especially the last corner. I can see a few maybe misjudging that. The clipping
last
the wall.
corner's horrible.
Yeah. So no, other than that, I think it'll be a good race there. I mean, you got 2 ridiculously long straights, so it should be some
fun.
overtaking.
Should be fun at the very least, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats on your victory. Yeah, hopefully more to come.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. So this one was a little bit of a surprise, but I'll take it.
Right? Take any win. Take any win you get. Trust me, because they can come few and far between, especially in a very competitive league that we have. Yeah, congrats. Well, that has been the F4 Tier 4 race around Bahrain. More safety cars. It's the F4 trend is back. Safety cars are still here. Are we going to get any in Vietnam? Probably.
Most likely.
Maybe at least one. Most likely. But let's see. Let's see if we can continue the streak that we used to have last season. Yeah, pleasure to watch, Checker, wasn't it? Very entertaining.
Yep. Entertaining race. Lots of incidents, lots of battles. Great entertainment.
Yep. Your next race is... You're going to obviously be missing out on Vietnam because Stroll is going to be next for that. So your next is going to be China. What are your thoughts ahead looking into the Chinese Grand Prix?
I'm not sure really. It can provide some very questionable weather. It can provide wet weather sometimes, which will be exciting to look forward to. Terrible
I just
track,
realised
absolutely hate it.
I just realised on the rotation you're going to miss both the newest tracks, Vietnam and Zandvoort,
Oh,
and Monaco.
I wish. Oh,
You got
that's gonna be chaos.
Spain, Baku, France. I'm just figuring out the rotation. Cool. Right. So yeah. Vietnam is next for these guys, and it's the next track for everyone. Get your practice on. Get your setups ready because this could be interesting. I'm labeling this as like a Monaco or a Baku. This could be a joker track, I think, for all tiers. I think surprise winners. I think could be very few finishers. It's just the way the track is, and we're still new at it. I don't think anyone is ready. We're gonna have to be, because that'll be the first race this Sunday at 8 o'clock. F2. It's going to be the first tier to tackle this first of the new tracks onto the calendar. It'll be definitely entertaining. But this has been F4, and they'll be back once again next Thursday with myself and RS Stroll, also known as Beast Pro, to bring you the action of Vietnam. See who can take to the track the easiest. But this has been the Bahrain Grand Prix for RSF1 Tier 4. Your podium was Primus Gaming in the Racing Point. Second was iChrismic in the Haas. First was Fistix and the Rebel Driver of the Day awarded to Primus Gaming. This has
Hashtag
been
up the pink.
RSF up the pink. This has been RSF Mate. Thank you for your support, Checo. Thank you for everyone watching. This has been RSF1. Take care. Good night.